Happy Friday. I'm back. I'm having my favorite, well, it's technically brunch today. So school is like back in person for my nephews, and which means that school pickup is back on, drop off and pick up. So I was here this morning and I'm here this afternoon. It feels good. It feels like things are improving enough that the kids are back in school. Even though looking around everyone is wearing masks, that I don't think will ever feel normal. At least I hope it never feels normal. Like, I hope we get to a place where we don't have to wear them anymore. So yeah, I had a good time at the cafe. It's so beautiful out, and it's not gonna stay beautiful for very long, which is why I wanted to take the opportunity, take advantage of the good weather to go sit out there and eat some food and do some writing. And I'm planning one of my friend's birthday gifts. I'm putting together a little birthday ritual for her. This lighting is so dramatic right now. Just had to vlog it. We have been preparing our kitchen all day for demolition because that's gonna start in a couple of days. But we have to like get everything out of the kitchen before we can have that done. And then we will be without a kitchen for a week before they're able to put in all of the new stuff. So that's where I'm at with that. I woke up this morning with some congestion, so I'm doing a little bit of a steam before I go to a goddess class this morning at my old job. All done. Wait. So yeah, this morning I am going to a goddess class at my old job. One of my friends is teaching it, and I don't know that I've been to one of her goddess classes. I've been to other classes of hers, but it's kind of nice to just like sit in a room of women and talk about goddess energy. So I'm gonna eat some breakfast, I'm gonna take a shower, and then I think I'll have time to drink some cacao beforehand and then get going. But I love it. My skin looks so nice after a nice steam. So I went to my friend's class this morning and it was cool. I loved my friend that was putting it on, hosting it. It is interesting though when you're like sitting amongst a group of women and everything that they're talking about I don't necessarily connect with or relate to. And so I did notice that halfway through the class, I just kind of shut down a little bit, and like I have my little notebook with me that I always have, and I just was like doodling in there. And I don't know what that is. Maybe I should think about that. But towards the end, we went through and discussed, and the question that was proposed to us was, something like, what do we think the obstacle is that prevents us from getting what we want, either in partnerships or relationships or friendships or anything like that? And I said something like, well, for me, when I'm interested in someone, I don't really have a lot of confidence. If I'm around, I have confidence when I'm just around anyone, but when it comes to someone that I'm interested in, I lose all sense of confidence. And all of the women in the room were like, well, first it started with my friend. She's like, I never would have imagined that. Like when I first met you, you just come across very confident and assured. And all the other women in the room who had just met me that morning were all like, yeah, you seem so confident, you know, and it's funny because I just said that I don't have problems with being confident when I'm around people that I'm not interested in, which I'm obviously not interested in any of these women, but my issue is when I am interested in someone, I'm suddenly very self-conscious or whatever. So, be interesting. It was an interesting insight. I hadn't really thought of it like that. I hadn't really considered it or even verbalized it. I'd never put it into words before. So I have therapy tomorrow. It'll be interesting to bring that up with my therapist and talk about it. And another thing, it's always interesting to get feedback from other people that don't know you super well about how you come across, because, you know, I was told today that, like, I do come across as someone who's very confident and self-assured. And, like, in that environment, I did feel confident. I felt I just felt normal, you know, because, like, I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was familiar with where we were at. I mean, I used to work there, so I feel like there's a level of familiarity that I wouldn't have if we were, like, meeting at some random place, right? What they mentioned, though, was that, like, if someone was interested in me and I was interested in them, there's a good chance that because I'm, like, so cool, like, cooled off cold to someone I'm interested in, because I don't have that confidence, because I'm, like, putting up a boundary immediately, that they'll feel that and think, like, oh, they're just not interested. So I need to work on, when I am interested in someone, like, just saying hi, striking up a conversation. And I realized, like, looking further into that, is that there's got to be, like, a fear of rejection. Because, like, what's the worst that could be? What's the worst that could happen? Like, the person, like, isn't interested. The worst is, like, they make, like, something absolutely ridiculous that probably wouldn't happen, but, like, they, like, make me feel bad for saying hi or something. You know what I mean? So anyway, it was just a really interesting feedback to get, because I have a lot of conversations like this with my therapist, but it's all just one-on-one, right? So to be in a group of people and get feedback from them, it was really interesting. I'm glad I did the class. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not. This smoke is right in my face. It was technically a goddess class, and it was good. I'm glad that I went. So now I'm outside doing some journaling. I just ripped my page. Oh well. Doing some journaling. Trying to get some outside time. It is quite warm. The outdoor thermostat things. No, not thermostat. What is it called? Temperature gauge. Says it's like just under 100. Somewhere in the 90s. I wish we could have longer periods of warm weather before it turns into hot weather. You know what I mean? I'm also really craving tea. A tea from my favorite cafe. Like, I've already eaten lunch and everything, so I wouldn't be spending money on the lunch part. But it's like, do I want to drive all the way out there just to get a tea when I could get a tea from my local, like, Starbucks for free? Because I have a gift card still from Starbucks from Christmas. But I want my special cherry rose tea. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go do that. But it is a Saturday. They're probably super busy on a Saturday. We're doing it. We're knocking things off of our to-do list. I've got my images. I'm back in the car pickup line to pick up my nephew after school, and this is so dumb, but I still have anxiety about sitting in my car and idling in my car, because that's that's what happened when everything happened with my engine and I was, like, stuck in the drive-thru at Starbucks. Like, I still think about it anytime my car is idling. Like, even though we got everything fixed and it's been months now, I still am, like, so hesitant to have my car sit running. But it's too hot. I can't sit with it turned off. because it's 95 degrees outside and there's no wind, there's no shade, it's all sun. So anyway, but I still feel anxiety over the matter. Ah. All right, I am on my way to my pain doctor for the first time. I have no idea what to expect, but I've got my imaging, so let's go. Can you see where a bird hit that window? Poor bird. I can't really see what I can't really see because of the sun. But anyway, I'm back from the pain doctor. He was very, very nice. It's just amazing how you can just get a feel for the doctor. Are they going to be good? Are they not? And I am really lucky that in recent times I've had much better experiences with doctors. And he was great. Like, I just felt like he was understanding and knowledgeable and compassionate and just cared. I don't know. Anyway, I am now getting a referral to get some physical therapy for my back. And then if that doesn't seem to help, then we will go down the injection route. He was originally mentioning doing injections first because physical therapy might be too painful. So I might have to, before I get too far into physical therapy, I might realize, oh wait, I need the injection. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm holding off on the injections and just doing physical therapy. I have to wait for them to call me, hopefully in the next week or so though. It sounded like I could possibly start physical therapy for my back. And then injections, if that doesn't seem to help. And then I do have a referral for the neurosurgery, so we'll wait. But that's like last resort for me. I don't want to do that unless I absolutely have to. I don't even really want to do the injections unless I absolutely have to, because I'll probably have to be sedated for it because of my sensitive little body. But no, I feel good about it. I feel like I'm making progress now. You know, like I feel like I have so much to wait. So I have to wait so long to see my neurologist, which really, it's not even that long. It's literally just 2.5 months. That's not that long. But if I'm going to be doing physical therapy and possible injections, you know, managing or healing my back in the meantime, that'll be good. I'll feel like I'm progressing and not just staying still. So we'll see. I also really like it when doctors have really awesome people working, like the people at the front desk and the nurses and stuff, and everyone there today was really awesome. So I'm very happy. It's unlike my dentist. Like my dentist, I think he's such a good guy and does really good work, but I don't like the front desk person. But I don't want to talk about that, who cares? So we are getting our kitchen demolished today. Here's what our kitchen looks like. So I was just thinking about my pain doctor appointment I had today and how like when doctors decide like which part of medicine to go into, and like the doctor I saw today chose to go into pain medicine, you know? So he's dealing with people that are in pain. Every single one of his patients is in pain, physical pain. And, you know, I just like, it makes me emotional, as many things do. Thinking like, because he was so calming, he was so gentle, he was so like considerate and understanding. And I'm like, that, he's, you have to be, you would have to be that in order to to be a good pain doctor anyway, you know, because I'm sure that he deals with not not difficult. I don't want to say difficult people, but like when you're in a lot of pain, you're not thinking about like how to be nice. You're not thinking about manners. You're not thinking about niceties. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that everyone that deals with chronic pain is like a big jerk, because that's not the case. But I could see how being a doctor who deals with pain management probably does see people at their worst, in some form. But I guess all doctors in general see people at their worst. I just get really emotional when I've had an experience with a good, considerate doctor, because I've mentioned this so many times before, but I have experienced like really awful, condescending doctors who even if they're good at their job, it's like I would just rather not deal with you if you're mean to me. So anyway, he was awesome. He was so nice. And I was just thinking about like I would hate to be a doctor, first of all. Like I would not do well as a doctor. But like second of all, I think it shows good character when you've chosen a career that deals with like something really hard and you take it with such grace. Anyway, today's been a day. We had our kitchen demolition start. I have no idea what it looks like because it's all taped up right now, and they have to wait 48 hours for it to all like clear out, because what they've cleared out is the asbestos, the lead, and the mold. And so they've got the dehumidifier and the air purifier inside, and it's all taped up, and the kitchen is all taped up, and they're gonna run that for 48 hours and then come back and test it and make sure they got it all. And then we have to wait like 5 weeks before our cabinets are ready. So we're gonna be without half of our kitchen we're without our full kitchen for 48 hours, but then we're without our half a kitchen, like a sink and stuff, for about 5 weeks. I think we will still have water hookup, so I think what we're gonna do is put in a laundry sink temporarily so that we can at least have a sink in there. But yeah, for the next 48 hours, we don't have access to like our stove or oven or a sink. We do have access to our fridge because we moved the fridge to the other side of the kitchen, which then resulted in a breaker something or other. I don't remember what it's called, but I had to like go into the crawl space and like flip a switch so that, and we had to figure out how we could have both the refrigerator and the tall freezer plugged in on that side of the kitchen. How we did it was a long extension cord from the other side of the kitchen where the fridge is usually. There's something about this process of like filling up my waters that I really like, but I know that like eventually it's gonna be way too hot to do this and I'm gonna hate it. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna enjoy it, I guess. I don't know why I find it satisfying to do, but there's something about the whole experience that I like. I don't know. I find it satisfying, so I'm gonna enjoy it while the weather is still nice. I mean, it is only 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's been getting up there, but now I get to go take my car. Well, I'm gonna take my water home, then I have to go take my car in because my parents and my nephew are driving out of town this weekend for my nephew's birthday. They're going with my sister and her little family. Dunkin. Thank you. Okay, so I saw this woman on TikTok, someone that I follow. She posted like days ago, several days ago now, about this blueberry pomegranate tea at Dunkin', and I don't ever go to Dunkin'. I didn't even know where a Dunkin' was in relation to my house. I was like, is there even one by me? I had to like Google it, and I've been thinking about it every single day since I've seen it. And so today I was by here, because this isn't really by my house, but I just so happened to be by here. So I was like, I have to go in, I have to try it. I hope it's good. I mean, even if I didn't, it's not very, it was like $2.80, so I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, it's really good. It doesn't taste like tea at all though. Oh, it's so good though. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, it does not taste like tea. It just tastes like either Kool-Aid or juice maybe, but it doesn't really taste like tea. But it is good. Okay, let's go. Okay, look at this tree. Look at it. Can you even see how beautiful that tree is? Look at it. It's so beautiful. I hope that they didn't see me taking video of their house. But that tree is so beautiful. It does not usually look like that. It's like gorgeous. Look at that sun glare though. This was an accident. Ooh, look at it. I love sun flares. Aww. It's like heaven. Alright, I've made it home, and I apologize for this over here. I'm in my mom's car, and she's very whimsical, and so that's like a little arts and craft chick or something that you see. Anyway, I am home now. I've had this much of it so far, and you know what? Honestly, it's too sweet. It's too sweet for me. So what I'm gonna do, the flavor is great, but it's just too sweet. What I'm gonna do is put the ice in a different container, and then put some of this, like half of it, maybe more, into another container and put that in my fridge. And then mix what's left with some black tea and the ice, put it back in, and then hopefully it'll be a nice flavorful black tea that isn't so sweet. That's what I'm hoping for. And then I can use the stuff that I put in my fridge another day. I'm hoping. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm glad I tried it. Okay, I tried something new. And that's what life is all about, is trying new things. So, I'm happy. I gotta show you this thing I got at Target. You know how they have like the dollar section at the front of the store that's like $1, $3, or $5? Sometimes they have really good stuff in there. And this, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I couldn't pass it up. So at first I was like, cool, it's like a wooden peace sign. But then it's a freaking Lazy Susan peace sign made of wood. It's super good quality. It was only $3. What? Again, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I kind of love it. I almost want to paint it. Look how cool that would look if it was like painted different colors and I spun it. I'm not gonna paint it, but I could. Then I got my nephew his gift card for his birthday, and these little spray bottles that will be a part of my other friend's birthday present. So yeah, I just had to show you. I just had to show you this. It's super cool. Like, this is so satisfying. do you think, Dougie? Does it have lots of smells on it? Lots of smells on it? He is not happy because we have someone in the kitchen right now, a stranger, because our kitchen is, as you know, being remodeled, and they tore it all out yesterday, and now it's all like covered and like sealed in, and I guess he's here to check the levels in the air to for the bad stuff. So I really want to go inside though and take care of my tea. It's good, it's just sweet. Look how pretty these plants are. Gorgeous. Gotta brew some black tea. Gotta put the ice away. Put the ice in here. I don't have a strainer. I need a strainer. I also need a container. Darn it. I don't have a strainer. Wait, what do I have? I do have, what do I have? I have something I can use. What? What is it? What can I use? All right, this doesn't have to be an exact science, Lizzie. What am I doing? I don't want to do that. Never mind, bye guys. All right, I've got my black tea brewing here. I've got my new ice because that's gonna be hot, obviously. This is the extracted tea from this that I will split with this, put into here a little bit, and then the leftover I'll put in here and save for tomorrow, assuming that this works well. All right, I've done the mixing with the black tea, which doesn't look very black. Why does my tea look so... It's fine. It's great. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Is it? Is it good? No. I mean, I'll drink it. It's fine. But it's not ideal. And that's okay. I will save this and try again tomorrow. Alright guys, thanks for coming along with me on this week's vlog, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, I guess. I hope you are all doing well, or as well as you can be, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.